Welcome back to the channel. If you've ever dug through a jar of old coins, chances are you've come across the humble 1-penny piece. While most of us overlook it as small change, some particular years and designs hold surprising stories. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the UK 1-penny coin, with a special focus on the 1983 issue. What may look like a simple copper-plated coin actually has a fascinating history, a unique place in British coinage, and even a few quirks that collectors are still talking about decades later. The 1-penny coin, as we know it today, was introduced in 1971 when the UK shifted from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system to the decimal currency we're familiar with now. At that time, the penny was made from bronze and carried a bold new design meant to symbolize the modern United Kingdom. By 1983, the coin was already a familiar sight in every wallet until across Britain, but this particular year stands out for reasons that go beyond everyday pocket change. The standard 1983 1-penny featured the familiar crowned portcullis design, a gate with chains, which had long been associated with British heritage and Parliament. This emblem was chosen to give the coin a timeless look while avoiding duplication of older decimal coin designs. On the obverse or front, the coin carried the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, a design that was used on British coinage from 1968 all the way until 1984. For many, the coin is instantly recognizable because of its deep bronze color and classic style. What makes the 1983 penny so interesting to collectors is not just the design, but the story of a rare variety that slipped into circulation. In 1983, the Royal Mint produced sets of coins for collectors, including a special £1 coin introduced that year. But due to a minting error, some sets were accidentally issued with 1-penny coins inscribed with the old, new penny legend instead of the updated, 1 penny. This small wording difference turned what should have been an ordinary coin into one of the most sought-after modern UK rarities. Imagine the surprise of collectors at the time, opening a proof set or annual set only to notice that their penny didn't quite match the description. Instead of saying 1 penny, as had been standard since 1982, it still carried the outdated inscription, new penny. The Royal Mint had changed the wording to reflect the fact that the penny was no longer considered new, but a handful of 1983 coins managed to sneak through with the older text. This mistake, rare as it was, instantly created a collectible that has continued to grow in legend over the years. Most 1983 pennies you find will simply say 1 penny, and these are, of course, worth just their face value. But if you're lucky enough to stumble across the rare, new penny variety from 1983, you could be looking at a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of pounds to the right collector. This tiny difference in wording, barely noticeable at first glance, is the kind of detail that makes coin collecting such an exciting and meticulous hobby. It's proof that even modern coins can carry hidden treasures. Beyond the error variety, the standard 1983 penny still carries historical interest. It was minted during a period of economic change in Britain, as the early 1980s were a time of political and financial transformation under Margaret Thatcher's government. The penny may have been small in value, but it was part of daily life for millions of people. Every shop, bus fare, and child's piggy bank had these coins rattling around, connecting them to the broader story of Britain in the 1980s. Another point of interest is the material composition. The 1983 1-penny, like all pre-1992 issues, was struck in bronze, an alloy of copper, tin, and zinc. This gave the coin its rich reddish-brown tone, which is different from the later copper-plated steel pennies introduced in 1992. For collectors, the earlier bronze issues are often considered more attractive and durable, since they don't rust in the way steel-based coins sometimes do. In fact, many 1983 pennies still look remarkably good today, despite being over 40 years old. For anyone curious about starting a collection, the 1983 penny is a great entry point. While most examples are common and inexpensive, they carry just enough history and variation to spark an interest in numismatics, the study of coins and currency. It encourages beginners to look closely at details like inscriptions, mint marks, and even the condition of the coin. And of course, it serves as a reminder to always double-check even the most ordinary-looking coins, because sometimes mistakes turn into rarities. So next time you come across a jar of old pennies, take a careful look. That 1983 coin you thought was just small change might have a bigger story to tell. Whether it's the standard issue that represents a slice of British history, or the ultra-rare, new penny variety that collectors dream of, this little bronze disc holds more value than meets the eye. The world of coins teaches us that history often hides in plain sight, waiting for someone to recognize its worth.